Imagine this, you're standing in the pouring rain outside your girlfriend's house, heart pounding, as she slams the door in your face with the cruelest words you've ever heard. It's over, Alex. I never loved you. The world spins, your dreams shatter like glass underfoot, and just as you're about to collapse into despair, the doorbell rings from inside. But wait, it's her mother, opening the door with a knowing smile, her voice cutting through the storm like a lifeline. You're mine now. What happens next will redefine love, loss, and second chances in ways you never imagined. Stick around, because this story of heartbreak turning into unexpected hope will grip your soul until the very end. Alex Thompson had always been the kind of guy who believed in fairy tales, even if life had handed him more thorns than roses. Growing up in a small suburban town in Ohio, he was the son of a single father who worked double shifts at the local factory to keep the lights on. Alex learned early that love was scarce, but when it came, it was worth fighting for. That's why, at 28, when he met Sarah at a coffee shop during a rare day off, it felt like destiny. She was vibrant, with laughter that lit up rooms and eyes that promised forever. They dated for 2 years, picnics in the park, late-night drives under starry skies, whispered promises of a future together. Alex saved every penny for an engagement ring, dreaming of the day he'd propose. But cracks appeared slowly, like fissures in ice before it breaks. Sarah's job as a marketing executive pulled her into a whirlwind of travel and high-society events, leaving Alex feeling like an afterthought. Arguments escalated from small misunderstandings to full-blown fights. "You're holding me back," she'd snap after a long day. Alex tried to bridge the gap, cooking her favorite meals, surprising her with flowers, but deep down, he sensed the end looming. One fateful evening, after a particularly grueling week for her, Sarah invited him over. The air was thick with tension as they sat on the couch. "Alex," she said, her voice cold and detached, "this isn't working. I need someone who matches my ambition, not someone stuck in the past." Her words hit like a freight train. He begged, pleaded, tears streaming down his face, but she was unmoved. "Get out," she finally said, shoving him toward the door as rain began to pelt the windows. Stumbling into the downpour, Alex felt his world crumble. The ring burned a hole in his pocket, a symbol of unrequited dreams. He wandered the streets for hours, soaked to the bone, replaying every moment in his mind. Why wasn't he enough? Had he been blind to the signs? The pain was visceral, a gnawing ache in his chest that made breathing hard. He thought of his father, who had lost his wife to illness years ago and never recovered, drowning his sorrows in silence. "Don't let love break you, son," his dad had warned. But here Alex was, broken. Exhausted, he circled back to Sarah's house, hoping for one last chance. As he approached, the door flew open again, not by Sarah, but by her mother, Elena. She was a striking woman in her late 40s, with the same warm eyes as her daughter but lines of wisdom etched from years of raising Sarah alone after her husband's early death. "Alex," she called out, concern flooding her face. Before he could respond, Sarah stormed past, grabbing her coat. "Mom, handle this. I'm done." And with that, Sarah vanished into the night, leaving Alex and Elena in the threshold. Elena pulled him inside, wrapping a towel around his shivering shoulders. "What happened?" she asked gently. Through sobs, Alex poured out his heart, the love, the fights, the devastating breakup. Elena listened without judgment, her hand on his arm a steady anchor. She had always liked Alex. During family dinners, she'd seen how he treated Sarah with genuine care, unlike the fleeting boyfriends before him. As the night wore on, they talked for hours. Elena shared her own stories of loss, her husband's battle with cancer, the loneliness of single parenthood, how she'd poured all her love into Sarah only to watch her daughter grow distant and ambitious. "Life doesn't always give us what we want," she said, "but sometimes it gives us what we need." Alex felt a flicker of comfort, but the wound was fresh. Little did he know, this conversation was the spark of something profound. Days turned into weeks, and Elena checked on him regularly, bringing homemade soups, inviting him for coffee. It was platonic at first, a maternal kindness, but beneath it, emotions stirred. Alex found himself drawn to her strength, her quiet resilience. Yet, guilt gnawed at him. Was this betrayal? Sarah's shadow loomed large, and whispers from mutual friends fueled doubts. "What are you doing with her, Mom?" they'd ask. The challenge was internal, grappling with societal norms, his lingering love for Sarah, and the fear of another heartbreak. Resolution came slowly. Alex sought therapy, confronting his insecurities. Elena encouraged him, sharing books on healing and faith that had sustained her. One evening, as they walked in the park where he once picnicked with Sarah, Alex realized the pain was fading. Elena's presence wasn't a replacement, it was a new beginning. But just as hope bloomed, Sarah returned, furious and accusatory, demanding to know why Alex was stealing her mother. The confrontation tested everything, forcing Alex to choose between past regrets and future possibilities. The fallout from Sarah's return was explosive. She burst into Elena's house one afternoon, eyes blazing with anger. "How could you, Mom? And you, Alex, after everything?" Sarah accused them of conspiracy, her words laced with hurt and jealousy. Elena stood firm, her voice steady. "Sarah, this isn't about you. Alex has been hurting, and so have I. We've found comfort in each other." Alex, caught in the crossfire, felt torn. Part of him still ached for Sarah, but the months with Elena had revealed a deeper connection, one built on mutual respect, shared vulnerabilities, and quiet laughter over simple things like gardening or cooking together. Sarah stormed out again, vowing to cut ties, leaving Elena in tears. "Have I lost my daughter for good?" she whispered to Alex that night. This became their greatest challenge, navigating the rift with Sarah while exploring their budding romance. Society's judgments amplified the struggle, neighbors gossiped, friends distanced themselves, and Alex's father questioned his choices. "Son, think about the age difference, the complications." Elena, too, battled self-doubt. At 48, she wondered if she deserved this happiness after years of sacrifice. Their dates were tentative at first, walks in secluded parks, drives to nearby towns to avoid prying eyes. But as they opened up more, the emotional depth grew. Alex learned about Elena's unfulfilled dreams. She'd wanted to be an artist but set it aside for family. He encouraged her to paint again, setting up a small studio in her garage. In return, Elena helped Alex pursue his passion for writing, editing his short stories and pushing him to submit them. Their intimacy wasn't rushed. It evolved from heartfelt conversations to tender moments, like holding hands during a sunset or sharing a dance in the living room to old jazz records. Yet, the shadow of Sarah lingered. Alex reached out to her multiple times, apologizing for the pain but explaining his feelings. "I loved you, Sarah, but we weren't right for each other. Your mom, she's shown me what real partnership is." Resolution dawned unexpectedly during a family crisis. Sarah, in her high-powered job, suffered a burnout-induced health scare, a panic attack that landed her in the hospital. Elena rushed to her side, and Alex followed, offering support without expectation. In the sterile hospital room, truths poured out. Sarah admitted her fears, of ending up alone like her mother, of her ambition masking insecurities. "I pushed you away because I was scared, Alex. And seeing you with Mom, it hurt because it reminded me of what I lost." Tears flowed as they talked for hours. Elena mediated with grace, emphasizing forgiveness and growth. "We're all human, darling. Love doesn't have to be zero-sum." Sarah, humbled, began to heal. She didn't fully endorse their relationship at first, but she stopped fighting it, even joining them for awkward but mending dinners. As time passed, Alex and Elena's bond solidified. They traveled together, to art galleries in New York, hikes in the Appalachians, creating memories untainted by the past. Alex proposed on a rainy evening, echoing that fateful night, but this time with joy. "You're mine now," he echoed her words from long ago, slipping the ring, refurbished from the one meant for Sarah, onto her finger. Their wedding was intimate, with Sarah as maid of honor, symbolizing reconciliation. Alex's career flourished. His book of short stories, inspired by their journey, became a modest bestseller. Elena's paintings sold at local exhibits, fulfilling her dreams. Challenges persisted, age gaps brought health concerns, societal stares, but they faced them united, drawing strength from faith in each other. In the end, this story isn't just about romance, it's a testament to resilience. Life's storms can shatter us, but they also reveal hidden paths. Alex learned that love arrives in unexpected packages, that healing comes from vulnerability, and that second chances are gifts worth embracing. To anyone watching, remember, when one door slams shut, another might open, not with a bang, but with a gentle ring of the bell. Hold on through the pain, your "mine now" moment could be just around the corner, inspiring you to love deeper, forgive freely, and live boldly.